The Cleveland Browns could be on the verge of cutting ties with one of the most frustrating young players on their roster. A former All-American wide receiver who came into the NFL with massive expectations and has delivered next to nothing. Is this the end of the road for David Bell in Cleveland? Let's break it down. Before we dive in, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more NFL content, and let us know in the comments, should the Browns cut David Bell, or does he deserve one more shot? The 2025 NFL season is almost here, and the Cleveland Browns are facing a familiar problem. No, it's not quarterback drama. It's not the offensive line. It's the wide receiver room. And one name at the center of the storm? David Bell, a former third-round pick, a college superstar, and now a player hanging on for dear life to one of the last roster spots in Cleveland. Right now, the Browns' wide receiver room is one giant question mark. Jeudy is the clear #1 option, and he's expected to carry the load this year. But after that, things get murky, fast. The Browns brought in Diontae Johnson in free agency. A talented receiver, sure, but let's not sugarcoat it. He played for 3 different teams last season alone, and he's developed a bit of a reputation for being, well, difficult. Behind him, you've got Cedric Tillman and Jamari Thrash, 2 young guys with raw talent, but zero NFL consistency. Thrash, especially, is an unknown commodity, and that's where David Bell's name pops back into the picture. Let's rewind for a moment. When the Browns selected David Bell in the 3rd round back in 2022, fans had every reason to be excited. He was a monster at Purdue, All-American, elite hands, NFL-ready route running, a guy who just knew how to get open. But 3 seasons in, and the numbers are rough. Just 41 catches for 408 yards. No touchdowns, no breakout moment. And last year, just 1 game. That's it. A hip injury ended his season before it even began, and he needed surgery to fix it. Now, at 24 years old, Bell's on the verge of being labeled a full-on draft bust. So, here's where it gets really interesting. Bell is currently locked in a battle for the final wide receiver spot in Cleveland. And who's he fighting with? Michael Woods, another former draft pick who hasn't exactly lit it up on Sundays. Both guys are hanging by a thread. And make no mistake, this is a straight-up elimination match. Only one might survive training camp. Maybe neither. The Browns have made it clear, this is a prove-it summer for Bell. If he doesn't flash in camp and show out in the preseason, he's gone. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Why are the Browns even in this situation? Simple. They didn't draft a wide receiver in April. Not a single one. And that decision might haunt them. There were solid options on the board, guys who could have stepped in and competed right away. Instead, Cleveland chose to roll with what they had. Jeudy, Johnson, a pair of untested youngsters, and a couple of underwhelming veterans. Now, they're banking on someone like David Bell, or worse, a waiver wire pickup, to fill out the depth chart. That's not exactly a championship strategy. So what does David Bell need to do to save his job? Simple. He needs to ball out. Every rep, every drill, every preseason snap. This is his last stand in Cleveland. If he can flash the hands, the separation, the route running that made him a star at Purdue, maybe, just maybe, he buys himself a little more time. But if he looks slow, if he disappears again, or if the hip isn't fully healed, it's over. Not just in Cleveland, but potentially for his entire NFL career. Look, Training camp battles always bring drama, but this one hits different. Because it's not just about depth, it's about wasted potential, about what could have been. And if Bell gets cut, it won't just be another failed pick. It'll be another reminder that in the NFL, talent means nothing without production. The Browns don't have time to wait. This is a team trying to make a playoff push, maybe even more. They need producers, not projects. So what do you think? Is it finally time for the Browns to cut ties with David Bell? Or is there still some magic left in that all-American pedigree? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're loving the breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single snap of the NFL season. Because this is only just getting started. Thanks for watching, football fam. More Browns news, training camp battles, and NFL drama are coming your way all season long. So stick with us. We've got it covered. This is the NFL. This is the big leagues. And for David Bell, it's now or never. Fade to black.